An orchestra is a strange thing. One person with a violin is just one melody. But 100 people together, violin, trumpet, timpani, become something far greater than any one of us. That's why we chose the orchestra. Not just as a performance, but as a way to bring people together. Different instruments, different stories, all playing in harmony. None of us are professionals, but somehow it works. And that's what we believe music is. Ordinary people coming together to make something extraordinary. And when we met Meiji University Symphony Orchestra, we saw that belief come alive. Not just in sound, but in every moment we planned, rehearsed, and laughed together. Meiji Symphony Orchestra. At first, it was just a name unfamiliar, distant. We had no idea how far that name would travel with us. But now, it's a name we can't imagine our story without. In 2023, in 2024, in 2025, and maybe far beyond. Hey, remember me? Today, I'm introducing one of my favorite friends. Thanks to them, our journey took an incredible turn. This friend has an incredible legacy. Founded in 1923, they've kept the music alive for over a century. Not even the Great Kanto earthquake or war could stop them. One of the most renowned university orchestras in Japan. Who would have thought we'd end up together on the same stage? We first met in July 2023. When we first met, we said, how about an outdoor concert? But in Japan, outdoor concerts aren't very common. Even choosing a venue was a challenge. For us, outdoor concerts were nothing new. Since 2015, Mary has been performing in subways, plazas, and public spaces where anyone can encounter music. So we wanted to share that culture to show how magical an outdoor concert can be. At the same time, we wanted to learn from Japan's orchestra culture.
2023年に原宿で初めてメリーと会った時どんな気持ちですか？
それまでっていうのはもう全然会ったことなくて、なんか現実感があんまなかったんですけど、実際にあそこで会うことによって本当にこれから一緒に公演をやっていくんだなっていうのをすごい実感しました。
We decided to begin our preparation a whole year in advance. Finding a concert venue in the middle of Tokyo wasn't easy.
海外にアーティストが公演できるそのゼロから何か始めるっていうのはすごく刺激的なことだなと思いました。
We wanted a stage where anyone could walk by and meet music. And finally, we found it. Global Ring Theater, a round open-air stage just outside Ikebukuro Station, a place where anyone can walk by and encounter music. Above the stage was a massive LED screen. It allowed the performance to be broadcast in real time.
ミリーさん側の希望の通り閉鎖された空間ではなくて街とつながった場所であるというところが東京の中心地である池袋っていうところがそこにぴったりだなって思ったのと
We prepared every document for the application together, and the Meiji even created and delivered a presentation. We went through every step of the process side by side.
グローバルリングを借りるときには都議会議員総合所の人たちの前でプレゼンをする場面があってそれが一番予想していなかったしちょっとびっくりしたエピソードになります。
Now, let us introduce the amazing people who made this happen. Let's start with the ones who built this whole thing. First, the Korean planning team. They planned everything, from finding a Japanese orchestra to the concert, rehearsals, accommodations, and cultural exchange programs. Then, our friends from Meiji, they said, this is our first outdoor concert. But they practiced with more heart than anyone. And next, the Korean members. In a new city, they made friends through music. Sometimes nervous, sometimes off note, but always playing with all their heart. And of course, every orchestra needs a conductor, a magician who reads people before scores. In 2024, he flipped Manjiaki high into the air and became a legend. Behind the scenes, he did more than conduct. He directed the entire performance and completed the full orchestral arrangements alongside the Korean arrangement team. And finally, the Japanese planning team. They were in charge of everything that had to be done locally: instrument rental, rehearsal spaces, and communication with the venue. They measured every inch of the stage, tested the massive LED screen again and again, and worked to make sure everything ran perfectly. Each of these people made this moment real. So now that you've met the cast, shall we return to that summer of 2024, to the moment when everything truly began? We didn't just want to perform. We wanted to learn, share, and understand Japanese culture. So, before the concert, we created exchange programs. We studied basic Japanese phrases and even practiced introducing ourselves name by name.
저는 정말 일본어를 아예 할 줄 모르는 상황이어서 그때 배웠던 것들이 조금 도움이 됐었던 것 같은데, 일본어로 된 문장들이 굉장히 여러 개가 있었어요. 그래서 그 문장들을 저희가 직접 발음을 해보고,
그래서 이제 먼저 메이지 대학교를 소개하도록 하겠습니다. 그래서 소개해 주시기 위해서 직접 오셨어요.
And then, something special happened. Shion from the Meiji planning team came to Korea.
다음으로는 저에 대해서 소개해드리겠습니다.
He joined our rehearsal, and we shared music, meals, and laughter. That one rehearsal made the connection feel real. Soon, it was our turn to visit. We packed instruments, scores, gifts, and a little nervousness, and flew to Japan. When we arrived, we wanted to remember everyone's names, so we made name cards for every member. It was a small gesture, but it broke the ice. Those 3 days of cultural exchange didn't start smoothly.
これから日韓合同経の3日間のスケジュール始めていきたいと思います。
私の名前はキムドンさんと申します。
はじめまして、私はイ・テウォンです。
We were shy, awkward, unsure what to say.
평생에 한 번 하기도 힘든 기회인데 이렇게 좋은 기회가 있어서 함께 할 수 있게 된 게 정말 행복합니다.
But we kept trying through gestures, music, and shared meals. We looked into each other's eyes, speaking in clumsy Japanese and Korean, but with full hearts. On the very first day of arrival, we had our joint rehearsal, and the next day, it was showtime. It was cloudy all day, and we were nervous. Rain was in the forecast, and we had no plan B. But just before the performance, as if by magic, the rain stopped just in time for the concert. We took a deep breath and stepped onto the stage. We wore our signature red Santa hats, a symbol of giving music as a gift to the world. We played Arirang, a Korean folk song filled with longing, and we played a medley from Studio Ghibli. The melodies filled the night air. In the middle of the show, the audience came up to the stage. It was time for our Conduct Us event. With hands, he raised the baton and led the orchestra with joy. In that moment, everyone was the star. The cheers echoed across Ikebukuro. And on that very day, new friendships were born on stage. From the first note to the last bow, this was more than a concert. It was a celebration of connection, effort, and shared dreams. We performed Arirang. The flute solo was played by a Japanese member.
따르면서 맨날 듣던 노래들도 일본에서 또 연주했다는 게
특별한 감동을 주었다.
To be honest, it was a really surprise. At the same time, I had felt honored to be able to sing this solo in this song, which is considered a symbol of Korea.
Some of them even shed tears. Curious what it sounded like? Wait, you haven't subscribed to Mary's YouTube yet? Go check it out. Yes, it's all there.
음악은 사람과 사람을 이어주는 힘이 있다고 생각합니다. 처음에는 저희가 정말 친한 관계가 아니었습니다.
Of people who met as strangers and parted as real friends. And when we said goodbye, we said, wearemerry. It wasn't just a polite farewell, because we had planned the next chapter from the beginning. Just before we left for the airport, we said, let's meet again next year in Korea. So in the next episode, we'll tell you about when Meiji came to Korea in 2025. And trust us, it gets even better.
그리고 여기가 제가 방에다가 놓은 포토전인데 여기에도 타로상과 찍었고 이거는 일본에서 찍은 거 퍼스트 바이올린 이거는 타로상이랑 한국에서 찍었던 사진 이렇게 고스란히
では他に何か話したいことがあればどうぞ。
これもらったんですけどずっと楽器ケースつけてます以上です
そうですね、10年後、この去年、今年の演奏会を通じて、これから来年、再来年ずっと積み重なっていったものが10年後に現れてくると思うので、その毎回毎回の演奏会をそうですね、ずっと続けていけたらいいなというふうに思ってます。はい、最後に何か話したいです。バイバーイ。バイバーイ。